Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Natasha, and first of all, thank you all so much for your positive feedbacks. I want to tell you something, guys. After I'll be done with these most important topics for environment and ecology, I'll come up with a full fledged course on environment and ecology where your doubts related to many terms and terminologies will be clarified and you'll get a comprehensive hold on the subject. And at the end of the course, I'll also come up with the MCQs for prelims practice, right? Now let's come back to where we left in part 1 of Ramsar sites in India. This is part 2 guys and here we'll cover the rest. Let's start now. The 11th one is Keoladeo National Park in Rajasthan. It's a complex of 10 artificial and seasonal lagoons which vary in size and they are situated in a densely populated region. So this Ramsar site was placed on the Montreux record in 1990 due to water shortage and an unbalanced grazing regime. This Ramsar site is facing problem because of the invasive growth of the grass Paspalum distichum, which has changed the ecological character of large areas of the site, reducing its suitability for certain water bird species, and particularly it is harmful for the Siberian crane, right? The next one is Koleru Lake in Andhra Pradesh. It is a bird sanctuary and it forms the largest shallow freshwater lake in Asia. So guys, shallow lakes can be defined as more or less permanent standing water bodies that are shallow enough as to potentially allow light penetration to the bottom. What does this mean? It means that shallow lakes are lakes where the sunlight can reach the bottom, and generally this corresponds to 10 to 15 feet deep or less. And since the sunlight can reach the bottom, plants are able to grow there. Guys, do you know what is the shallowest lake in the world? It is Lake Erie. Lake Erie is one of the Great Lakes of North America. So, in case you don't know, there are five Great Lakes of North America, and there is a mnemonic to remember each one of them, that is Holmes. H for Huron, O for Ontario, M for Michigan, E for Erie, and S for Superior. So these are the five Great Lakes of North America, right? So Kolero is located between Krishna and Godavari deltas, and many birds migrate here in winter, such as Siberian crane, ibis, and painted storks. The next Ramsar site is Loktak Lake in Manipur. It is the largest freshwater lake in the northeastern region of the country. And guys, this one is very important because of these facts. First one is that it is famous for the fumdis. Fumdis are heterogeneous mass of vegetation, soil and organic matters that are at various stages of its decomposition and they float over this lake, right? Kebul Lamjau, which is the only floating national park in the world. Remember this, guys. This park floats over this lake, right? And this park is also the last natural refuge of the endangered Sangai or Manipur brow antlered deer, which is one of the three subspecies of Else deer. What are the other two subspecies of Else deer? The first one is the Burmese brow antlered deer, which is found in Myanmar and westernmost Thailand, and the second one is the Thai brow antlered deer, which is found in Cambodia, China, Laos, Thailand, and Vietnam. Right? The next Ramsar site is Nal Sarovar Bird Sanctuary in Gujarat. So this wetland is a lifeline for the endangered Indian wild ass, right? And it's a natural freshwater lake which is the largest natural wetland in the Thar Desert biogeographic province. Now, the Point Calumet Wildlife and Bird Sanctuary in Tamil Nadu. It's a protected area along the Park Strait where it meets the Bay of Bengal, right? At Point Calumet in Nagapattinam district. This sanctuary was created in 1967 for the conservation of black buck antelope, which was near threatened then. And it is famous for large congregations of water birds, including greater flamingos. It is basically an island, right, which is surrounded by Bay of Bengal, Park Strait, and swampy backwaters and salt pans. Bottlenose dolphins are usually found along the shore. This one is also a regular nesting site of olive ridley turtles. What is the other nesting site of olive ridley turtles we talked about earlier? It is the Gahirmath beach, right? In the state of Odisha. Okay, so the next one is Pom Dam Lake in Himachal Pradesh, which is also called Maharana Pratap Sagar, and it is one of the largest man-made wetland of northern India, which was formed with the construction of a dam across the Beas River in 1975, and it is located in district Kangra in Himachal Pradesh. In 1994, the Ministry of Environment and Forests declared it a wetland of national importance, and in 2002 it was declared as a Ramsar site. Okay. Okay, so the 17th one is Renuka Lake in Himachal Pradesh. It is oblong shaped wetland flanked by two parallel steep hills running westwards. It is the largest natural lake in Himachal, and according to the folklores, Renuka was killed by her son Parshuram. Parshuram killed his mother on the orders of his father, who was the sage Jamdagni, right? And after the Renuka was dead, Lake Renuka was formed. And it is also said that this lake is actually in the shape of a sleeping woman. The next Ramsar site is Ropar wetland in Punjab. It's a man-made freshwater wetland. This important ecological zone is located in the Shivalik foothills, which is a part of Lower Himalayas, and was created in 1952 on the Sutlej River. Okay. So this wetland also has a modern history in respect of Anglo-Sikh relations. In 1831, under the shade of old ficus tree on the banks of river Satluj, Maharaja Ranjit Singh and Lord William Bentinck, the then British Governor General of India, signed an agreement in which they agreed upon their relations and their respective territories. Right? Coming to the next one, that is Rudrasagar Lake in Tripura. So hydromorphologically, it is a natural sedimentation reservoir. It is a potential important bird area and attracts a large number of waterfowl in winter. Among the rarer species recorded are the endangered bear pochard and the near threatened ferruginous duck. So this lake is famous for its palace known as Neer Mahal, that is water palace, which is situated near the lake, as you can see in this picture. So it was constructed by the Tripura king Maharaja Bir Bikram Kishore Manikya Bahadur. Okay. The next one is Sambhar Lake in Rajasthan. It's India's largest inland salt lake and it is surrounded by the Aravalli Hills on all its sides. Right, so it was also in news recently. It's important, and that's why I've added this point here. That is the Indian Veterinary Research Institute on November 21, 2019 confirmed that a neuromuscular illness called avian botulism is the reason for mass mortality of migratory birds in Sambhar Lake in Rajasthan. The 21st is Sastamkota Lake in Kerala. So this lake is named after the ancient Sasta temple which is located on its bank, and the water of this lake is potable, meaning it's ingestible or drinkable because of the presence of large population of larvae called Cavaborus that consumes bacteria in the lake water, okay, making it potable. The 22nd is Surinsar Mansar Lakes in Jammu and Kashmir. It's a freshwater lake. So here is a difference. Surinsar is rain fed without permanent discharge, and Mansar, on the other hand, is primarily fed by surface runoff and partially by mineralized water through paddy fields, with inflow increasing in the rainy season. So this Ramsar site is facing threats because of the increasing number of visitors, agricultural runoff, bathing and cremation rituals that are usually done here. The 23rd is Somoriri in Jammu and Kashmir. It ranges from freshwater to brackish lake with wet meadows. And this site is said to represent the only breeding ground outside of China for one of the most endangered cranes, that is the black-necked crane, and is also the only breeding ground for bar-headed geese in India. And this Ramsar site is very famous for its barley fields of Korzuk, which have been described as the highest cultivated land in the world. Moving to the next one, that is Upper Ganga River in Uttar Pradesh. It's a shallow river stretch of the Great Ganges with intermittent small stretches of deep water pools and reservoirs upstreams from barrages. So it provides habitat for IUCN red-listed Ganges River dolphin, gharial, crocodile, 6 species of turtles, otters, 82 species of fish, and more than 100 species of birds. You can see Gangetic dolphin here in the picture. It is one with a long snout, as you can see here, right? Major threats that this Ramsar site is facing are because of sewage discharge, agricultural runoff, and intensive fishing. The next one is Vembanad Coal Wetland in Kerala. So it is the largest lake of Kerala, spanning across Alappuzha, Kottayam, and Ernakulam districts. It is the second largest lagoon in India. Which is the largest lagoon in India? It is the Chilika Lake in Odisha, right? And which is the largest lagoon in the world? It is the New Caledonia, which features the world's largest lagoon and second largest Great Barrier Reef. It is in the South Pacific, right? Well, getting back to this Ramsar site, this one is important because it is below sea level and it is famous for exotic fish varieties and paddy fields that are below sea level. We have to remember this, okay? It is the largest mud regulator in India and essentially divides the lake into two parts, one with perennial brackish water and the other with fresh water from rivers draining into the lake, right? The second last is Vular Lake in Jammu and Kashmir. It is the largest freshwater lake in India with extensive margins of emergent and floating vegetation, particularly water chestnut, which is an important source of revenue for state government and is also an important fodder for the domestic livestock. Human activities include rice cultivation and tree farming. The last Ramsar site is Sundarbans wetland in West Bengal. It is the largest protected wetland in the country. Its vast contiguous mangrove forest ecosystem in the coastal region of Bay of Bengal spread across India as well as Bangladesh. So it is located in delta region of Padma, Meghna and Brahmaputra river basins. Padma and Meghna are the tributaries of Ganga river, right? It is also the largest tidal halophytic mangrove forest in the world and it was identified as UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987 for its exclusive biodiversity. So guys, we have covered the Ramsar sites of India along with the important facts. I hope you liked it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and share. We'll meet in the next video. And here I end this part with an adage by John Dewey that is, education is not the preparation for life. Education is life itself. Thank you everyone.